Hey y'all, it's Angelica of Tuesday is the New Friday, and I'm going to be setting up my Hobonichi weeks for the week of October 18. So here I am using my pencil board as a straight edge so that I can create some quiet lines that help me divide my pages into their designated sections. Now I'm going to be using my blotting paper to pick up some of the leftover ink that is left from my gray Staedtler fine liner that I used to create my quiet lines. So here I am flipping to the month of October just so that I can see what appointments, what bills need to be paid when I am working from home so that I can add that to my weekly section. Now I'm taking this really beautiful green Sharpie S-Note highlighter and just marking off the days that I will be working from home this week, just so that it's easier for me to notice when quickly looking at my weekly view. So even though I started out my year in my Hobonichi weeks, I did take a break and tried a few other planners just to see what I wanted to keep using for 2022 and if anything else would work for me. So I do often reference back to previous weeks to make sure that the layouts that I'm using are still working and that I get all of my spacing correctly. So here I am working on the spacing for my habit tracker that I do at the top of the page and making sure that I have enough space to create a task header to then add tasks for the week that don't have a designated day. So I'm putting a little bit of quote-unquote decoration around my task header, and I actually do not at all like the way that this header came out. I don't know why it came out so wonky. It's just really funky and not at all pleasing to my eye, but I'm going to leave it in because that's just how it came out. So now I'm using my blotting paper and I'm picking up some of that leftover ink from my Staedtler just to make sure that it doesn't smear as I'm writing in my habits for the week and any additional tasks. So I do have 5 habits that I add to my habit tracker during the week. That is different from the, I believe, 6 habits that I track on my monthly view, just because they don't all fit, and these more so pertain to my week versus my month. So now I'm going to be writing in some tasks that I know I need to get done this week but don't have a designated day, and I'm using my all-time favorite fountain pen. It is by the brand Zebra and it is literally called Fountain Pen. They come in blue and black ink and they are in the nib size 0.6, so it is perfect for me not to thick, not too thin. I can't recommend this pen enough, you guys. So I am placing my blotting paper down over my tasks just so that that ink doesn't smear and gives it time to dry. So now I am writing down all of my date-specific appointments, meetings, tasks that need to get done, and I am filling that out with a key that I created. It is loosely based on the bullet journal method, but I don't follow that, so it's just a key that I created that works for me. So now that I'm finished up with adding all of my date-specific items in, I am going to now add some color to my task header. Why I did this, I don't know. It's not pleasing to my eye, but oh well, I'm living with it. And I am also adding a green highlighted line to the top of my habit tracker, just so that it adds another pop of color. And this is the end of my setup. I am adding my paper clip to the page so that I know which page to turn to. I am also adding in my blotting paper just to pick up any leftover ink, and adding my pen back into my pen loop and calling the spread done. Thanks for watching, you guys.